What's up, y'all? Nick here, Mr. Millionaire Insight. What's going on? As a matter of fact, let me switch real quick because I think I would do better on just the phone live. Hang on. What's going on? What's going on? How is it going, Tina? Right in my backyard. What's going on? How are you? What's going on, Layla? What's going on, Bob? Uh, Dallas. But what's going on? What's going on? Sorry, guys. I still sound a little nasal. I'm trying. I'm trying. But all gas, no brakes, right? Man. Well, yeah. I was gonna mess with you about that, Tina, but it's all good. It's all good. Yes, I am actually at 75%. I'm not doing too bad. Let's see. Uh, I seen it quick. And it's too funny. But yeah, guys, I am working my way back. I am on the mend. So thank you guys for all your blessings and well wishes. I really appreciate the support. Y'all know I really don't. I'm really allergic to quitting, so I do try my best to rest up. Like the whole, I think was like Saturday into Sunday, everybody kept telling me to go get some rest because I needed it. I've been trying to do the vitamin C thing, do the stay drinking water thing. It's just I can't. I have not yet shook this congestion. What's up, Tina? What you got going on? What you got? Hey, Mary. Hey, James. What's going on? How are you? What you got, Tina? What's going on? I want to hear it. I want to hear the good news. Melody, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. Oh, Mary, thank you so much for, popping in the chat. That's what's up. So, what you got, Tina? There's only like 35, 40 characters, right? You might have to hop up in the box and tell me what's going on. You got the floor right now. What's up, Rich? There you go. Nancy, Teddy, what's going on, you guys? Come on in. The water is fine. We're here to talk about done-for-you digital products. Guys, forgive me. I am really working on this here. But it's been a bit of an uphill battle, but I am still here. No, I actually didn't see what you said. What'd you say? I don't know if the platform blocked it. I hope it didn't. User 471, what's going on? What's going on? How are you? How's it going? So yes, guys. So you know what, Tina? We're probably gonna have to get you to jump up in a box and see what you said. But yes. So before we do that, I promise you, Tina, we're gonna get to it. So don't go nowhere. You're not allowed to leave. I'm just kidding, right? But yes, LaShawn, what's going on? What's going on? So guys, if you do not know my face, you do not know my name, I am Nicholas Francis, aka Mr. Millionaire Insight. Hope you're having a great day today. I wanted to come spend some time with you guys today to let you guys know how I'm doing for one, two, but also to get you to get a little bit of knowledge of what we got going on here and how I help people, right? If you are interested in getting into online business or making money online, this is definitely the place that you need to be, because we will be going over one of the hottest topics on social media, not to mention on this actual app, right? So that's the thing, right? It's one of the most powerful industries, which is the e-learning industry. If you've heard of Google, you've heard of Udemy, you've heard of social media, people are learning things online more than ever now than in history, right? And names like Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi are championing digital products and their value and how lucrative the industry is. It's supposed to be a multi-trillion dollar industry within the next 10 years. So if you do consider getting into business, definitely e-learning and digital products is the way. Penny Walker, I'm going to do this especially for you, Penny. Thank you so much. I appreciate you following me. It means so much to me that you found value and you actually decided to follow me. I appreciate that. Right? For those of you who do not know, I actually have a subscriber program here. If you want to click that orange heart and become a subscriber, a monthly subscriber, it's very low cost, but it does help me. It does help me get to where I need to be as far as getting you content and getting you different avenues to be able to bring you more value. Big Al, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, I know I sound like I plugged my ears and you can hear what's inside my head. Yes, I am congested. I've been dealing with the flu for the past couple of days, but by God's grace, I am here to give you value still. I'm about 75%, but we gonna gas it all the way, pedal to the metal, so you guys get the value that you need, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to do, is bring you the value that you know Mr. Millionaire Insight brings, right? So, if you do not know who I am or what it is I do, go ahead and put a 1 in the comments. If you're brand new, you've never seen my face before. For those of you who do know me, this is not my regular background. I just liked it because I literally put this, saved this as an image here. I wanted to try it out, see how it looked. So it's a little different. I look like I'm in a boardroom or a classroom. But anyways, I wanted to do a little something different. But here, if you don't know me, if you do know me, I need you to put a 2 if you do know me. If you don't only know me from seeing my videos, but you've never been on my live, put a 1 in the comments. Smart Digital Pro Mom. Hi, Janine. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Janine, don't think I forgot you. I'm pretty sure I gave you the link, but if I did not to your coaching the other day, I definitely will get that to you inside the community here when I get off. If I did, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I have not been doing too well. Have I said that 6 times already? That's kind of rough. But I promise you I'll get that to you. But yes, thank you so much for joining and being a part and supporting the live. I do appreciate that, guys. Those of you who are in my community, I love you for being here. Go ahead and hashtag FYP for me and continue to double tap the screen. Let's get this thing to 1,000 likes. Let's get that going ASAP so we can let TikTok know that I'm doing a good job. What's up, Gilberto? How you doing, sir? Carlos, what's going on? So guys, it's only fair, a little bit about me. I am a individual that always wanted to get into online business. I had been searching since I was 18 to find a way to work from home. And back in 2001, when I first graduated high school, and yes, I definitely did just age myself. It's all right. I was wearing pads, so I knew that was coming, right? But I always wanted to know what to do to get into the online industry. And ever since I walked into a guy's house and I figured I was selling vacuums, and very expensive vacuums at the time. If you ever heard of the name Kirby, they've been in business for like 150,000 years. But they sell a good product. But I was out there slinging them things, like just out there carting around DC, Maryland, Virginia, trying to Yeah, exactly, Janine. I was selling those, right? So I was actually lugging those things around DC metro area, trying to get them things off of my office's warehouse, right? But I ran into this guy and I had to find out what he did. And he said he worked from home. And ever since then, I was smitten with the possibility of working online and making money from home. And, it could have helped me motivate me a little more because I am disabled, right? I can't stand for longer than 10 minutes. So, outside of doing sedentary work where you're sitting all day and all that kind of stuff, I knew life had to be about more. And even when I found a job that I could do sitting down and literally can find a job, then God bless me to be able to work from home, which I was super happy about. It got to the point where I literally felt trapped because I knew that I was not free. And to me, you guys hear me say it all the time. I don't care what you call it. As long as I am chained to my desk and I have to ask another grown adult to go use the bathroom or to go on vacation with my family, we got a problem, right? Because ain't no reason that should be somehow normal, right? But it is, right? That's the world that we live in. And so I knew, hey, Rhoda, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. I am Natonia. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that. So yeah, I knew I had to break free. So flash forward through my network marketing phase, walking my shoes into holes where I awkwardly found my feet, scraping the ground inside my socks. It was definitely a hard time. It's definitely difficult because I thought it was paying my dues, but I was literally degrading and denigrating my body because I was out there giving 110% when certain days I couldn't even walk because I had walked around all the day before trying to build a business, right? And so 2018 would come around and I would be a newly minted father just about a year. My daughter was born a year before, and I literally was fundamentally changed as a person. If you're a parent in the room and you remember that first day that you held your child and you knew it had to be different, there was no way it could be the same, put a 3 in the comments because I was fundamentally altered. I knew I had to do something different. I knew I couldn't go back to making phone calls all day, prospecting all day, hoping to get a sale, hoping to make some money, hoping to do this, hoping to do that, right? Because all that mattered was my daughter. All that mattered in this world outside of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and my wife, all that mattered to me was that little girl I was holding in my hands and just thanking God for the breath that was going through her body. And I knew that I had to do something. And I would pick up Lyft and Uber until I did my search and doing my due justice to look for something online. And I happened to buck up on this loud Texan, bald head, even more loud personality in your face, probably one of the realest individuals I came across at the time. And I literally set my phone by his live schedule. So he went live at 2 o'clock every single day on YouTube. So I never missed it when I was at driving and stuff like that. I knew I'd be back to my house so I can make sure and watch his live and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure I never missed it, right? And one day he said he was having a $15 sale to let people in his community and his coaching group on Facebook. And I was like, man, I've been watching you for like 5 weeks, man. I got to find out what you got going on because I want to get into this online world. I want to know what this digital world is about, right? So I know you could teach me. You sound like you know what you're talking about. And I paid $15 and would get probably one of the best friends I've had in all of my life. And that man changed my life not once, but twice, right? Because after working with him for a couple of years, you guys that are in the community, you know the story. After working with him for a couple of years, he started doing a high ticket thing And he was like, yeah, bro, I'm making some money and I'm thankful that that's going on. But I got this little thing that I really didn't pay attention to called IPS. And I was like, yo, well, what's it about? And he was like, yeah, well, you supposedly you get daily pay and all this stuff. And so I watched him for like 2 weeks, and it went from he made 300 to 600 like every other day or every 2 days. And he was learning and getting the skills and getting the sharpening his craft and all that stuff. And then he went from getting every other day to getting more clients in his business every day. And it went from making 300 a day to making 600 a day. And I was like, okay, 2 weeks have gone by. I've seen you do this. I've seen the stories. I've seen the posts. I've seen the videos. I'm done. What you got going on? I need this information. Whatever you got, I need it to be able to do what it is you're doing. So I need you to teach me. And he was like, look, man, it's simply this. I know this girl. She's a mother of 6 kids. She was drowning in medical debt. And she just had this vision to start this thing just like I did. And she's using the same blueprint to be able to learn how to make daily pay, to learn the skills that 99% of people use in business on the planet. So I was like, yo, say less. Where do I gotta sign up? He was like, well, you could check this out. And before he could blink twice, I was like, where do I enter this community? And he was like, wait, do what? You purchased? I was like, of course I purchased. I wanted to learn, right? So, that's the thing. That's the kind of mindset that I had when I saw this, because it literally answered a 15-year-long question that I had. Because in network marketing, as soon as you sign on the dotted line, right, they tell you break out your phone. You got at least 500 names and numbers in your phone, so I need you to get every one of them down and make sure you put that on a paper, and you can call those people. Those people should be the people that you could call at 3 o'clock in the morning if you get a flat tire, you have an accident, something like that. But how many those are the very same people that when you start in business and you want to start doing what these people tell you to do, which is tell everybody the first thing they get to doing is they start to avoid you like the Black Plague. Because it's like, okay, he's coming with something else, with the recruit 3, with the recruit 3. It's like, yo, I don't want no parts of him or you. I literally had a family member make me stand on the welcome mat. Now, this is a family member that I have known all of my life. Knowing that I could not stand for longer than 10 minutes, he made me stand there. Somebody I thought of like a brother made me stand on his welcome mat for 20 minutes while I barely talk about what I had going on back then. And I was super hurt. And ever since then, it left an indelible scar on me that I would never be able to convince the people that I care about the most at the time that what I was doing was valuable. Only by the passage of time, and they actually learned the hard way that they needed what I had, would they actually be convinced, right? But they would be convinced by consequence and not by insight, right? And that was the sad thing. So I wanted to know, how do you get more people into your business without actually having to prospect, without actually having to make phone calls, without actually having to make 1,000-person name list? Because nobody wants to do that. Nobody likes to do that, because the last thing you want to do is not sell, because that's what the first thing people think, that I just don't want to sell, right? I don't want to sell about anything other than what the things that mean the most to me. Like, you have no problem talking about a movie that you've seen, but you also have a problem with hopefully giving somebody something that they have no interest in. I get that. Everybody has a problem with that. But here's the thing. I'm not saying you do that. I'm saying in any sales process, no matter what you're talking about, a process where you have something in mind and the other person doesn't, you're trying to get them to see your way of thinking. If you're in a relationship right now, trust me, you've sold something, right? If you're married right now, you will probably completed one of the biggest sales of your life, right? Because that's just you showing somebody why they should see your way of thinking, right? And for people to be afraid of that is something that it need to be dispelled. But what I'm here to talk about is not even selling anything. All I'm doing here is talking to you about done for you digital products that you could literally take advantage of today and get started learning. Hint the Blackboard, right? That's not my company name up there. My company is Millionaire Insight LLC, right? But you could literally start learning and you can be open for business within the next 24 to 48 hours so you learn while you earn. So while I'm talking here, is that Rick or Nick? I think it's Rick. Hey Rick, what's going on? If it's Nick, let me know because I'm a Nick too. Thank you so much for joining. So guys, if you want to learn more about the information, if you want to learn more about the blueprint that I'm talking about while I'm talking here, you can click on my profile picture, click on my face, go to my profile, click on the link, put your email in. Put your email in. It's the best way to get the information. What will happen is you get an email from me that literally goes over the process, goes over the blueprints, goes over everything. There's actual video there that you can watch on a thank you page that will get you a lot of the information that you have and a couple testimonials and things like that. So it has all the information there, but for you to get that, you got to enter your email there. So go click on my face, click on the link, go to where it says get the blueprint, and you will be able to have access to that email that will be sent to you. If you don't receive it within 5 minutes, you can check your spam or notifications folder. Again, guys, the information is free, right? So put your email in there so you get that information. And it's the best way to make sure that you're talking to me, because there's so many different people on this platform that want to try to be dishonest. What's up, Queen B? How you doing? There's so many people on this platform that want to use people, want to take advantage and doppelgang people. The best way you know you're talking to me is through that email process. So go up there, click on the link, go to where it says get the blueprint, put your email in. If you have a question for me during what I'm talking about, you'll be able to ask me that question there, or you can ask me a question in here. I am doing well. I am doing better than I deserve, Queen B. I appreciate you asking. I actually been getting over a little bit of a cold. I'm at about 75% today. That's probably the 7th time I said that today, but it's okay. I just, I'm glad that you're here giving me a little listen at the moment. So, guys, really quickly, one of the most valuable things that I have gotten and I have learned in the last couple of months that I've been accessing these products is that the time you get back. We literally have a 2-hour workday, which for somebody who had been working at least 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, because when I showed up to work, I gave everything I could to make sure I do the job that they paid me to do, right? And then a little bit more because they realized, hey, he's a little too good at his job, so let's give him a little bit of everything, right? How many of you feel like that? You feel overworked and underpaid. Am I the only one here? Am I the only one that felt like that, feel overworked and underpaid, right? Let's see. Capybara Land, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, that's so sweet. You're so awesome. Hey, Rhoda. Not Rhoda, Rhonda. How you doing? Thank you so much. So yes, like overworked and underpaid was the name of the game, and it got so normal that people got used to living paycheck to paycheck. But here's the thing, guys, the whole paycheck to paycheck thing is no longer a thing. You heard me right. Living paycheck to paycheck is no longer a thing. Here is why I say that. Because now we don't live paycheck to paycheck. We live paycheck to Tuesday night. How many of you heard? Can I get an amen in the house? Because am I the only one that got paid on a Friday? And by the time it came back around on Monday, I was wondering what paycheck came through here because I don't even see it. Right? I don't even see it. Thank you, Tina, so much for following. I appreciate that. Let me check that comment. Jay says here, hey, Nicholas, I'm in the community, here to learn and to support. Thank you so much, Jade. I appreciate that. Yes. I try, by God's grace, I try because, I'm just talking from a place where I've been because listen to me, man. When I tell you, I have spent many, many, many a nights just looking at my office door, just wishing it could be over so I can go spend time with my family. And I remember one time, man, like I had been working from home for about a year at the time, and I was just like, okay, so God, I'm thankful. I'm 100% thankful that I got a job that I could work from home and stuff like that. I don't have to leave my house, but I miss my babies. Like at the time they were going to a school. They're still preschool age. So at the time they were like toddler and preschool. And I was like, yeah, Jesus, like my house is empty. Yes, I can work in peace. Yes, there's no daddy, hey, dad, mommy, this, no, but I miss my babies. Like I remember one time I almost broke down because I went to go make myself a sandwich and I was standing there for 10 minutes just missing my babies. Like I had 20 minutes left to grab something to eat and get back to work. And I remember one time specifically where like I had worked a full shift, like grueling shift, and I was just done. Like if you've done customer service at all on the phone, you know exactly how grueling it can be, right? I was in customer service for 17 years. So at this point, I was done. I'm missing my babies, missing my wife, just not having a good day at all. And they asked me to stay late. So I was like, you know what? How many of you had this conversation in your head? Like, yeah, I don't want to stay. I don't need to stay. I don't feel it at all. Like I'm going home. I'm going to go home. But that time and a half though, that time and a half be getting you. So you just think like, hey, maybe for the little 50, 60, maybe $70, I'll put up with it for another 2-3 hours and my family will understand. But here's the thing. The most valuable asset you have is time, right? And you don't get that back. So that $50 to $70 you could stand to make doing overtime, you would never be able to recoup the time that you spend for that little bit of return on investment. But I did it. And that day I was summarily depressed because my wife had got off work at like 6 o'clock, right? My wife got off work, got home at like 6 o'clock. I was supposed to be off at 4, and the disappointment on her face when she came and looked in the door at me, she was like, man, you working again? And it's like, yo, I'm sorry, but this is just what we got to do right now. How many of you been there? Like, this is what we got to do right now. And so I got off the phone that day, clocked out everything, finally off work at 7 o'clock, and I was hot. I was like, I cannot sacrifice any more time with my babies. My wife, my kids, my son and daughter, like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. I was done doing it. Like, I didn't take any more overtime. It would be another 6 months before I would actually part ways with that job. And here's how that happened, right? The crazy thing about that was I had the vacation time. Stop me if this sounds familiar. I had the vacation time already in the system. Earned the vacation time, but because I've been having some health issues outside of my disability, I had to be on sick leave and all that kind of stuff. But here's the thing. They told me I couldn't use my sick leave because this is a different kind of sickness, which was weird because I'm like, what kind of sickness is sickness? Like, what? What do you mean? This don't count. So, okay, you don't got sick time, cool. You can't use the PTO, cool. Okay, so that's weird, but all right. I've been in HR too now. And that's the crazy thing. Like, I asked them, like, what is the problem? So when they told me I had to go on unpaid leave, which really bit, right? Really bit down into my soul, right? And I was like, okay, so we're going to do this unpaid leave thing if I don't. And I literally had days where I passed out at my desk. Like, when I tell you I gave everything, I gave everything. Literally passed out at my desk. And they were like, oh, well, can you stay? I mean, how you feeling now? I mean, you could go lay down for like an hour and then come back. I'm like, come back? My bed is like 3 feet from my desk. What are you talking about? Come back. Okay, so no, we're not going to do that. I'm going home, right? I'm going to my bed, right? So that's the thing. I was like, look, I'm done with this, right? So get over the whole unpaid leave thing. Get time to finally go on vacation with my family. Have time in the system. Have all that set up, right? I made sure, and days when I could have took off, I didn't, because how many of you know you bide in time for that little bit of freedom, that 7-8 days worth of freedom that you could possibly have, so you can actually do something you love to do with the people you love to do it with. I mean, am I the only one in the house that felt like that? So I got that. I got the time. Got everything submitted. I talked to my supervisor. I was like, okay, so I took this time. That's going to be in the system. But here's the messed up thing, right? My current supervisor, when I had it submitted, got transferred to another department. So I got a brand spanking new supervisor that has something to prove. Now, keep in mind, I had been on unpaid leave sporadically for like 3 months, where I'd be like a day here, 2 days there, 3 days here, whatever it is, right? So I get to, everything is submitted, everything in the system is approved, right? Set off on vacation with my family for a little bit of R&R, much needed, much deserved. 7 days. I am literally out the country, right? On the 3rd day of my cruise, when we pull into port in Orlando, I get a text message. Oh, Nicholas, this is your supervisor. This is your new supervisor, such and such. I'm not going to put her name out there because it's a big company and I want to protect the guilty, right? So I literally was like, what could she possibly want? She was like, oh, well, see, the vacation time you put in for wasn't actually the vacation time that you had. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to get you back to your desk on Monday. So if you don't get back to your desk on Monday, I don't know what's going to happen. And how many of you know when your supervisor says, I don't know what's going to happen, it's not exactly a birthday cake they got in store for you, right? And at the time I am reading this series of messages, we had pulled out and we're in the middle of the ocean. So there is no way I'm getting back to my desk in Northern Virginia before that time comes, right? And so the crazy thing is, I'm like, are you serious? Like, I submitted everything. Everything was approved. The system said it. So I was like, look, I'm not coming back. I won't be back until Monday. But that's not the worst part, though. I get back to work, right? Finished my vacation. Everything was great. Had a wonderful time with my family. First family vacation ever. It was a blast. God bless us so much. Get back to my desk. Talk to my supervisor. Everything cool, right? Everything cool that Monday, right? Tuesday come around, talk to her several times that day as I did the day before. Everything cool, right? Talk to her on Wednesday. not feeling so good because whatever was acting up before started to act up back that Wednesday. So I was like, okay, so I'm not like last time this happened, I literally passed out at my desk. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna take, early release or whatever it is they had at the time where if things got slow, you just go home or whatever. I took the opportunity to do that. And lo and behold, the very next day, this is after 2 years now. So the very next day, I get up there and I'm like, wait, I don't feel good. Like, I literally feel like I can't stand up. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I literally called my doctor at 7 o'clock in the morning trying to get an appointment, but they don't open till 8. So what do? I call the little phone line or whatever it is, and I'm like, okay, so I gotta call out like I have done a dozen times or more before, right? Because of the last year in my career of 2 years. And they're like, okay, fine. 8 o'clock comes, I call my doctor. Hey, I got this going on. Okay, we've done these paperworks before, so just let us know what you need and all that kind of stuff. We'll fill it out. We'll get it to your company. We'll fax everything over today or the next couple days. Everything is good, right? Tell me why 10 o'clock that morning, I get a phone call. And they were like, Nick, this is your new supervisor, right? She said her name. I'm not going to put her out there, right? We're going to have to let you go. I was like, what? What do you mean you're going to have to let me go? It's like, well, because of the medical history that you've had over the last year, you have too many points and all this kind of stuff. I was like, I've been sitting on too many points for like 7 months. But because of my leave paperwork that was approved by doctors and by everybody above you, what's going on? Like, ain't nothing changed? I showed up every day for at least 18 months without fail, right? It's like, oh yeah, I understand, but this is what we're going to have to do. If you got a problem with it, you're going to have to talk to my supervisor, and then we get off the phone. So it's like a bad breakup. Like, she just came to my house, broke up all my stuff, and just rolled. Like, what you doing? Like, 18 months. Like, I really felt like I was in a relationship. Like, yo, what just happened? And then I got a phone call like 24, like not even 24 minutes, like 15 to 17 minutes later. She was like, oh, well, Mr. Francis, I heard that you had some problems with our decision. I was like, a problem? You just took my livelihood. You just took my income away from my family. You took food off my plate. Listen to me. I didn't grow up too far from what people know when somebody take up food off your plate. Them's fighting words. Like, what are you talking about? Of course I got a problem. So she was like, oh, well, we understand how you feel, but, maybe in a year or two, maybe we would consider having you back. After I gave 2 years of my blood, sweat, and tears to that company, trained dozens of people, literally spent hours of my life going to bat for these customers every day. You guys who are my customers in the chat, you guys know what I give every single day. You guys know the fact that I'm on here right now, not 100%, telling you these things and sharing this with you, my story should tell you, right? I don't play around with stuff like that. And this is why I am so grateful for the opportunity, not just for me to have time, not just for me to have income on a daily and have a skill set that 90%, 99, 100% of companies need on the planet, but I have something. I have the ability to make sure that somebody listening to me never has to feel like I did that day ever again. So yes, I could tell you about funnels. I could tell you about the done-for-you email automations. I could tell you about the literally 15 module set that you get plus live mentoring every single week from a high six-figure earner, literally walking you through what she's doing that's working for her every single day. I could, but more importantly than that, what I'm here to tell you is I got the keys to freedom. That's what I have. That's why one of my things is freedom, right? That's why my website link is mrmillionaireinsight.com/freedom blueprint, because that's literally what I give people the chance to have, to get a set of skills that will make sure that once implemented correctly, you will never have to put your family, your time on borrowed time for no one, right? To me, that is worth the cost that I spent for this 1,000 times over. And what I mentioned about my community and them 15 modules, you get that included with your purchase for life. We're here to make sure not just that people learn how to get free, but learn how to stay free. I got a mother of 6 that built this community with her bare hands, that has now given 3,000 people plus the opportunity to be free, right? So if that's you and you want out and you want free, remember they give us free. That ain't just for one sect of people. Everybody and their dog wants to be free from having to go somewhere where they can't stand the people there, can't stand the job they do, can't stand the fact that they have to sit in traffic for at least an hour to 2 hours one way to deal with stuff that takes you away from the people you love the most in this world. So make no mistake, there's value here. Make no mistake. There are people that are paying $136,000 to go to a higher education institution to learn what we teach you for less than $1,000, right? That's the point that you're at right now. I don't care what you make up in your mind to do, whether it is drop shipping, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether you want to get on a piano and do a Ray Charles rendition for the next 4 hours on social media so you can get these little gifts right here so you can create a life for yourself. That's what literal people have to do these days. Literal people, parents, divorcees, dads, moms, it don't matter. That's what literal people have to do these days. Forget about 3 years ago when the whole world got shaken up and everybody had no choice but to go to their computers and their phones to try to make some money, right? But then, on top of that, guess what they're forecasting now? Oh, they about to go back. Oh, it's about to be part 2 in this mug. That's what they're saying. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to be told you can't go nowhere no more? Are you ready to be told that you have to work from home, and if you can't work from home, you got to find something else to do? Are you ready? Are you ready for that? If you're not ready for that, you better get ready. You better strap on. Let's go, because that's what they said we heading for. What I'm telling you is you have the ability to make sure that you define your income. You have the ability to make sure that you have a set of skills that will be able to set you apart. Not just set you apart from people that have W-2 income and quit your job and all that kind of stuff. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. I've been away from W-2 income for like 2 years straight. Right? But the thing is, right? You got to know that if you don't prepare, you prepare to fail. So what I'm giving you the opportunity to do now is to learn the skills that you can promote anything. It don't matter. You want to listen to me, and listen to me good. Because after this, I'm going to tell you what the breakdown is as far as the investment goes. And then we going to get out of here after we do some questions. Here's the thing. I don't care what you're here to do. I don't care. I don't care what you're here to do. If your object is to earn income using social media, you need this. You could doubt me if you want to, but you're going to soon realize that Nick was right. And whether you realize it in this moment, or you realize it a week from now, a day from now, 2 months from now, you're going to hear my voice again. And you're going to wish that you made this decision today. Right? But this is the decision you have to make. You could either empower yourself to be ahead of the curve, or you could be swept away by it. Right? We're talking about promoting done-for-you digital products. I don't know who that is. Let's see. I don't know. Does it say? I can't. Does anybody see that? It says about what? I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to be disrespectful or nothing like that. I just can't pronounce what's going on with your handle right there. Orangey60. I hope that's what that says. Yeah, thank you, Tina, for translating. I appreciate that. But yeah, we talking done for you digital products. Literally teach you how to promote anything online. So you have a choice. You can learn how to promote anything, or let YouTube teach you and take the next 10 years of what you could learn in literally 4 to 6 weeks. At least proficiently enough so you can learn what it is you need to learn. Because I'm not telling you the whole thing is going to be 4 to 6 weeks. I'm telling you, you will be able to learn what you need to learn in 4 to 6 weeks. So you learn while you earn, right? But this is the thing. You got to catch this. If you don't make the decision now, if you don't make the decision to get the knowledge now, you're going to be swept away by your inaction. Because best believe, the e-learning industry is going to be a multi-trillion dollar industry by 2030, right? Google ain't going nowhere. YouTube ain't going nowhere. Udemy ain't going nowhere. Digital marketing ain't going nowhere. As a matter of fact, it's digging its heels in. And where most people will try to get you in with $7 and then upsell you later on for 25 some odd thousand or 100 or whatever it is, no upsells, no monthly fees, none of that. No funny business, straight up and down. Right? That's how we do business here. One-time investment, and you get to have a business in a box that you can have mentoring and training in an ever-evolving industry. No matter what it is, they come to this industry with. When ChatGPT came out, guess what got updated? The training. When these other little revolutionary platforms came out, guess what got updated? This training. So no matter what you choose to do, no matter how the industry turns, as long as you have this, you have something that will change with it. Let somebody else make you that promise that's outside of daily pay. I guarantee you they won't do as much as I do to help you. Anybody could come see me on that. Anybody can come see me on that. I got customers in the chat. Ask about me. I got community members in the chat. Ask about me. So what you could do right now is put your email in. Go to my picture, click on it, enter your email in. It will be the best financial decision you will have made this year, bar none. When the founder of our Daily Pay community made this decision just 12 short months ago, she made it off a faceless post. Simply said this: make $300 to $600 a day, automated system, work 2 hours a day. You have a business, right? It absolutely took her life and shook it up and revolutionized her life to where now she has unlimited access to create memories with her family because of this. Where she could go to Mexico 3 times in 90 days. She was just laughing about that on a live, right? Not in a ha-ha, look at me kind of way, but it's crazy that I couldn't even afford to pay my bills a year ago, drowning in medical debt. Ever feel like you're drowning? Ever feel like you're drowning? Right? Do you understand that what she has set the bar for in our community, it's not just that people won't hit it. People are already on pace, and you see the number in the chat. People are on pace to not only catch her, but pass her. But you know what? She couldn't be more happy. Because we want to see everybody win. That's what DGC is about. We want to see everybody win. See, when you join another program, you want to join another platform, want to join another opportunity, guess what? You compete with all of them. But here, we want everyone to win. Look at my colleagues in the chat. Look at them in the chat. I want everybody who has never heard my voice or never seen my face, and you're finding value in this live, to pay attention to that. I got at least 4 colleagues who should be in direct competition with me, but yet they support me. 100%. I have no equivocations about that. Every last one of them. Because that's what we do here. We help each other succeed. So, to the products. We have a $50 starter. Literally is what it says. Get your feet wet. It's $50. Literally tells you how to promote on Facebook and Craigslist. It teaches you brand marketing and how to brand yourself. There goes my DGC twin. What up, Nick? And then the $150 is our automation secrets. $150. Automation secrets, things like funnels, automations, which we happen to give you, right? But then there's a 6-figure blueprint at $300, right? Literally teaches you how to earn 6 figures online. It teaches you the secrets, gives you the knowledge, gives you the mentoring, gives you the guidance of how to promote yourself successfully on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those different ones, right to the top from all the way to the bottom. And trust me, I'm a YouTuber. I get it. They teach you about YouTube automations, all that kind of stuff. But then there's my personal favorite. Even though I came in at the 300, I made my investment back within 7 days. But then again, we tell you within 24 to 48 hours, you actually have the ability to make an income. So literally, quite literally, it happened in 5 days. But then I took that and I rolled it into 600. Why? Because it unlocks 100% of the training. But guess what else? It also unlocks all 4 platforms. So not only do I get all of the training, all the mentoring, all of the knowledge, all the revolving and evolving information in there, I get all that, but I get all 4 streams of income. So, I literally am able to have the possibility to make $1,100 a day. Quite literally. But you got to learn how to do it, right? That's not an income claim. That is what is possible if you bring a work ethic. Because this is the thing. I could give you the systems. I could give you the content. I could give you the videos. We give you all of that. 200 pre-written ads that you can post. We tell you where to put them. If you partner with me, I literally give you posts the day you sign to purchase a product. I literally give you content that's worked for me. Before you even get to the community, which again is something that's included with your purchase of a digital product. So here's the thing. If you purchase the 50, the 150, the 300, the 600, the 300, it's $39. Why? They build you a custom storefront so that people can go, and while you learn, they can actually go make a purchase on your website so that they can actually get to learn themselves, right? So it's $39 to do that. The other one for the 600 is $59. Why? Because the bigger website, more training, more content. They have to make it a bigger website to make sure it's nice and functioning and not just pretty. So it's $59. But here's the deal I'll make with you today. If you do either the 300 or the 600, I, Nicholas Matthew Francis, I will pay your website fee. So if you do the 300, it's $39. If you do the 600, it's $59. I will either Cash App or Zelle you, not Zelle you. I keep wanting to say Zelle. I hear so many people say that. Either Cash App you back or PayPal you back the website fee. So all you're doing is you're paying your one-time investment if you do either the 300 or the 600, right? So, and this is what yes, it is awesome. Yes, 100% Margie, it is awesome. Because on top of the content that you will get included with your purchase, I give you post. And we're going to take care of that website fee. And you get me. I do weekly check-ins with every one of my customers. Ask about me. I do weekly check-ins. In addition to the Zooms that we do every single week, in addition to the 90-day ramp-up that we have inside our community, which gives you videos, which also gives you content ideas that you can get if you're stuck. You got 3 suggestions every single day from a high 6-figure earner that's working for her right now. So what you do for me right now is give yourself a chance. You could literally go to my website. If you choose a 300, you can select the payment plan through Klarna. If you go to my checkout page and click either the 300 or 600, it's the pink button, the pink option, Klarna. You could literally, for the 300, you can get started today with $75. And 2 weeks from that, you are able to make your second payment. But here's the thing, I get you out to a fast start. So by the time it comes up for that second payment, you have already paid in full. If you do what it is we're instructing you to do as far as learning, right? For the 600, it's $150 today, and you could unlock everything. And we teach you again how to get off to a fast start. So the proverbial ball is in your court. Any questions? Guys, if you want to get information, get it early and get it often, go to my face right there. Tap on my face, click on the link that's in my bio, click on where it says get the blueprint. Do that right now because the information is free. Go do that right now. You will get an email from me. I will make sure that the information is in there within 5 to 10 minutes. If you don't see it, check your spam or notification of promotions folder to make sure you got that. If you ever were serious about doing anything to earn income online, hear me when I say this. This is where you need to be. We got people that were in so many other programs that got taken in so many other programs. I won't put them out because the algorithms would literally go get those people to bring them in here. And I don't want that. Because we're going to have a whole nother conversation, right? And I don't want to do that, right? You literally have the option to go ahead and make the best financial decision you can for your possible business. Go to the link in my profile, put your email in, get the knowledge, get the email, get on the list so you can make sure that you secure your business's future. Thank you so much for coming, Margie. I appreciate you. Guys, any questions? Any questions? Literally been about an hour. I know I said I was going to be less than that, but, you know, I was on one today. I had to share that with y'all. So I hope you found value. If you did find value in this live today, put a 1 in the comments if you did. Let's see. Cody, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. If you are just joining, I know, you know, Rhonda, thank you so much. I appreciate you putting the 1 up there. I always say, guys, if I could change one life and what it is I'm doing here, or what I'm doing in this life, it is all worth it. Because at the end of the day, that's what God put me here to do, is here to help change people's lives. So if I did that for you today, I am super happy about that. Any questions, guys, about anything that I went over as far as the digital products, as far as how soon you can start, any of those questions, now is the time to ask, guys. If you have not followed me already, please go ahead and follow me. You can follow me on here by simply clicking the picture, clicking the profile, and clicking follow, and then make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I go live and so you know when you can be a part, because that deal I offered y'all about 2 minutes ago only goes down on my lives. I don't offer it anywhere else on social media. I only offer that through my lives here on TikTok, right? Or if you hear me say that somewhere else, then that's one thing, right? But if you hear me say that something somewhere else, it's usually on a live or on a live replay. Speaking of replays, if you want to catch the replay, if you just joined, thank you so much for coming in. We were talking about done for you digital products. If you want to learn how I learned to leverage these skills in digital marketing to create daily income for myself and other colleagues of mine have done the same, you can follow me at Mr. Millionaire Insight on YouTube to catch the replay so you will not miss what's going on here. All right, guys, go ahead and follow me. If you come in and you don't get to catch this, comment all in on my last post and we'll still get you the information. If you go ahead and you get on my email list and you say, Nick, I was on your live tonight I purchased, verify your purchase, I will honor that if you do that. All right, guys, since there's no more questions, I don't see any more questions. If there's no more questions, guys, thank you so much for letting me have a portion of your day. Please pray for me because I'm still recovering from this congestion. I still feel like I'm talking underwater, but it's okay. God gonna heal me. I know he is. So I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the hearts and the support. Guys, tune in tomorrow. I go live either at 6 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Eastern, provided I am 100%. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So until next time, live life, love God. See you when I see you. Peace.